Why, hello to, I guess really now, to whom it may concern in the future, but to now, just the one and only Alex Angel. There he is, listening right now. Okay, for those of you who don't know, he's my friend. For those of you who do know, it's Alex Angel. He's the only person who watches my videos right now. So, anyway, I'm going to try to make this one interesting and insightful for both him and whoever else is watching. So, let's see here. Um, it's Wednesday, um, January 17th. You can see there in the bottom right hand corner. Um, and I made one trade today on MYOS. I was actually all day today. I went skiing after I traded a little bit in the morning, after I took this one trade in the morning at least. So I was a little bit frantic, hectic with that stuff. So I wasn't like, you gotta have the mindfulness during all this, and it's like kind of one of those things where I took a shower and then I was rushing to get stuff on, but I didn't want to, I was leaving to go skiing at 10:30 or 10:45 or something. So I was trying to like get everything organized, but also stay like in the back of my mind, like, okay, it's 9:30, I gotta go, get ready to trade and look at what's moving and all that stuff. So I was a little bit stressed in that way, but you know, to have the mindfulness to be like, hey, look, I'm going skiing. I'm a little frantic. I'm stressed out. Stuff's going crazy all in my head right now. Just subconsciously, I'm like, where's all this cold weather gear? Where's all this stuff? And so to have the mindfulness to be like, look, I don't think I should just jump into willy-nilly trades all over the place is um, a good thing to at least think whether or not you act on it or not. So um, whether you act on it or not. So let me see here. Um, Geez. MYOS. So right here, you can see the move that it did today. This is the 1 minute um, pattern. Let's get it in there. Um, so here's the 5 minute. All right, there we go. So you can see down here on the daily, for the whole year, it's been up to 17, and then it hit 1682. 1690, 1650, somewhere all in there. So under $17, and then it just rode down a bunch. And then in the second half of the year here, um, or actually, I guess this is the most previous year is probably on a 2 year thing there. So um, here, we can see there's a lot of resistance at like $2 to 40 to 50, $3, and then you have this big 200 moving average at what is that, 256. Yeah. So anyway, that's just levels of resistance, um, because they're just previous milestones and landmarks to pay attention to. So anyway, today, um, this one had was kind of a sympathy move. It has a very low float, so there's not very many outstanding shares, which allows for the stock to move easily when a lot of people start buying it. And there was another stock that was moving heavily today. Like it was moving up really fast. I can't even remember. Oh, I think it was ORPN. I'm not sure what it was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Anyway, ORPN. I'm not gonna type it in because I'll lose the zoom on this chart. But ORPN was spiking up, and it went into like 3 circuit breaker halts. Um, and so then when I saw this one spiking up, it had a low float. It was a cheap stock. I could afford it. There wasn't any margin restriction. So I was like, you know what? Let me get into this. This could be a good opportunity. So as I saw this riding up, gathering more volume down here in the volume bars, I saw that um, it really popped up a lot uh, in this candle. I was watching this one, and I was thinking about getting in down here in the 70s and then to 80, and I was like, oh man, what if this doesn't work out? What should I do? And I was like, I really want to do it. I didn't have the conviction though, because again, remember I was thinking like, I'm all over the place right now mentally. I don't know what to do, what not to do, because I'm just a little scattered mentally. So um, that was a good thought, but you know, it turns out it wasn't the greatest thing to do, or to say that to myself, because I could have gotten in down here with a better entry. But anyway, I hesitated and got in right here at the top of this candle, or almost the top of it, at 194, as you can see right here, with 600 shares. So, you know, that was okay for a second until in this 1 minute chart here, you can see it just popped back down to like 182, and I was like, geez, I just bought at the top because I hesitated. Um, and I was like, you know, it could break below this 9 estimated moving average, this gray line right here. And then, you know, what about the 20 estimated moving average? It could just bottom out and go all the way back down to 167, and then I just have a huge loss on my hand with 600 shares. So my game plan was, look, I'm just going to put a sell on the ask price, which is like right here. But, you know, this is obviously after hours. It's 11:04 p.m. right now, so it's not showing up. But anyway, I put a order to sell up there on the ask at 193 because that's what the ask was at the time, and you can see 300 shares got filled, and I only put an order to sell half because I was like, you know, this could just be a small little pullback, bounce back. It's right there at the 9 moving average, which can often be a point where it just like pulls back a little bit and then shoots up, which is exactly what happened here. So anyway, it shot up, and I was like, oh great, this is awesome, and the volume really started coming in, and I was like, cool, this is gonna be good. So then it hits a circuit breaker halt, which I mentioned earlier on ORPN, and then it went into 3 circuit breaker halts and went up a couple dollars. So I was like, sweet, 300 shares into a circuit breaker halt, this could be great. And at this time it was 10:25, you know, I had to go get ready to get skiing, and I didn't have any time left to screw around. So okay, anyway, but so right here, it was halted for 5 minutes, I guess, or how long was it? Yeah, I guess it was a 5 minute halt. I think so. So anyway, a 5 minute halt, and then it, you know, it comes in, it pops back up, and I'm like, oh sweet man, you know, it immediately opens up here, and then it pulls back a little bit, and then it went back up to make another high at 233, and after that little pullback, that's usually what happens. Usually it will open here, pull back a little bit, consolidate, everyone, you know, sees how it's feeling, and then once it moves back up a little bit, then everyone starts jumping on it, and it skyrockets up to, you know, 250 to $3, and then maybe another circuit breaker halt until some of the steam gets let out of the engine, or, you know, the balloon pops or something. So until it goes back down. But in this situation, for whatever reason, you know, usually they keep running, but this one didn't, so that's okay in this case. But anyway, I just had to hit the bid and sell with a hotkey that I use. It's Control Z, just boom, right there, bottom left hand side of the keyboard. Bottom left hand side of the keyboard, Control Z, and then I can just hit it and get out like pretty immediately. So, you know, you never really have any issues selling on the ask. You have some issues selling on the ask, but on the bid you can just sell really quick. So it's nice. Anyway, that's what I did, and I got filled at 198 for the other 300 shares, and that's a total of, sadly, $7 in the red. I only made $9 on a great trade. So that just goes to show you that, you know, I did do the right thing in some ways for, you know, holding to see if the risk was there, or like the risk management was fine. As you can see, it reflects within the price. You know, just down $7. That's okay. I mean, that's an acceptable loss. But it's not good because I was up $60 to $90, or $60 to $100, or something like that. So, like just when it was right here. So, you know, I buy in at 94 and then sell right here at 98. I mean, you know, it's just like, look at that. It's good to keep tight stops and maximize. That's all. That's what everyone's trying to do in the market, is optimize. Just optimize. Just get in lower, sell out higher, optimize as much as you can. So that's what I did. But sometimes, you know, there's some phrase the bulls uh, lie there where they stood standing their graves because they're too greedy. You know, the pigs get slaughtered kind of thing. It's like that. that whole deal. So, anyway, I should have just popped out right here, hit the bid at, 230, because I could have at one point, or 229, 228, 225, 224, 220, all these points, 221, 222. So, I mean, there's just all these points that as it's going down, you could just get out um, as it's bouncing around right up here. And I would have had, a $70 winner. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. And then, think about a $70 winner. That funds a whole day of skiing out on the slopes. So, like, what the heck? You know? Why not take that? But anyway, the reason for that, though, the main point of this is that the risk to reward on the upside, the potential was there. So I didn't have to, like, sure, you could incorporate losing those $60 as a risk because, if you have it and then, like, you don't capture it, that could be risky because, but because you're just losing some potential profits that you could just soak up and take right away. And but that's the whole game plan and um, dance, the tango of life, really, but trading specifically, because that is what it is. But anyway, that's what happened today. But you know what? If my losing days are $7 and that's it, that's my lowest um, trading day. My losing trading day is $7. I could take that. You know what I mean? Um, see, unfortunately, look at this, $15 in commissions. I mean, come on. That's crazy. I would have been down $1 if I didn't sell twice. So if I just bought and sold in just two swift actions, it just would have been $10. Or maybe $12. Instead, it's not $10 or $12. It's $15.90. So it stinks. I mean, look at that. Whatever. It's okay though. At the end of the day, I managed risk pretty well. I had a lot of upside potential. It didn't get a little bit of a winner, but that's okay because we're cool. We're here to fight another day. Hopefully we get into another circuit breaker halt tomorrow and everything's good. So anyway, to whom it may concern, and my boy, your boy, Alex Angel. See you later, guys. Good night. See you tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do some live streaming tomorrow morning of some of my trades. Hopefully there's a good opportunity. Um, and hopefully it's a great day. I mean, I like Thursdays pretty much. I've always liked Thursdays, so hopefully. But now, yeah, I'm gonna jinx it, so I can't be doing that. Okay. All right. Well, goodbye. Good night, guys. Hope you have a good day, good life, good night, sweet dreams, whatever you need to get you through to the next day. Okay. Bye, guys. Good night. Are you still there? You still listening? All right. Bye. Good night.